Welcome in, my lovely old batlings. It is time for Spirit of the North again. Well, Spirit of the North 2, technically. Um, we did the horse game demo yesterday. This is back to our normal schedule for stuff. And I'm kind of excited to get back into it. I think we were still doing the... No, we left the ram area, or we're finishing up the ram area. And we're going to go into the wolf area, I think. I think we're just picking off the rest of the map, like finishing everything on the map. I know I remember losing all of this stuff I had. Like it is gone, it is toast. Which is painful, but we should be getting stuff back, so. I think I lost most of the crystals I had or something to that effect, but I got some other stuff back. Make sure the audio, yeah, the audio looks fine. I think we're good on that. Oh, I forgot about that. That's a pain. Okay. Let's head to that location. Get some of these points on the map checked out and go from there, because then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable about entering the next area once I know that we've kind of picked up all the hidden stuff, picked up all the stuff we need to see, that way I'm not missing stuff. um, which I guarantee it probably isn't that, oh, I got the hiccups, important in the grand scheme of things. Probably more of a, like, I'm doing it because I'm a bit more completionist, but like I'm assuming it's nice to do it, but you don't have to because you can go back to all the areas. It really is just for, hey, I want to find the different fox coats or like cosmetic stuff or maybe some extra wisps or something, or finish up some extra puzzles, which for me is also big interest in doing this. I also have to remember how all the controls work. Okay, yeah, that's a thing. Right. And it's R, I think that's a spirit walk. Is there anything here? Why isn't... There we go. I don't know why that didn't work the first time. Yeah, I think these were the ones I couldn't quite go to, or I can go to, but there's some stuff, like, I can't go down here at all yet. I think I can't even get to that. Which is rather interesting. Not quite sure why not, but I think it's maybe just, that may be one of the last areas, like that might actually be the Bear Clan area, possibly? It was really acting like it was, had too much of a concentration of, like, the blight, and thus I couldn't get into it. At least that's what I'm kind of thinking it was going off of. Oh gosh, that camera glitch is just a pain. Oh, there's plenty of jars here. Is there anything else here? Kinda. Snake Shrine, okay. Oh, for a second I got up there. Yeah, there we go. I think... I'm gonna leave what's left on the map for now. And then we'll figure out... I think it's through here that we have to go. I forget in this game I can't. I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda recently, I had played a good chunk of, well, finished one, I finished two, and I played a good chunk of three last year. And it was kind of my between college things game for like playing it on my own. I don't think I'll ever end up streaming Mass Effect. Um, but you need to go the other way. Yeah. Um, it ended up just kind of getting into Andromeda, and I am so spoiled by the fact that in Andromeda, at least, when you're doing the open world areas, you can put down forward stations and you can fast travel to them. So you can fast travel back to things, and it is so nice. And I have taken that for granted. um, because there's a lot of games that don't do that or don't have that, which makes sense, but it's really interesting. My thoughts on 3 is like I need to finish 3, and it's still good. It's good to play the character that you've been playing in 1 and 2, but there's parts of it that just didn't get my interest as much. Whereas Andromeda, I've had an actual really good time with it. Aside from doing the same thing I'm doing here where I clear off the map and finding out that you can and can't in that game at the same time. I mean, there's going to be stuff to come back to. There's going to be more stuff to do in the maps because it's consistently progressing over time, which is really interesting to come back to and mess around with it. But also means that there's more a bit more like playtime. I think whereas 3, I think you had a bit of open world, but you really also were just stuck to where you landed. Like I think there's less places in Andromeda in a theory, like in a way, but there's more to explore because there's less. Which I mean, in my opinion, still works out just fine. I quite enjoy it. I do know it's not everyone's cup of tea though. It's one of those games you either like it or you hate it. Have I gone the wrong way? I indeed have, because I cannot get up that way. Okay. Darn. Yeah, there's not a ton of glide time you have. I have to remember that consistently you gotta be a little careful. Nope, I see jars. And one big jar. I'm going to enter this properly, aren't I? I don't think I can get back up there without doing it properly. It does make sense. It is a bit of a pain, but it does make sense. Hey, that was our tutorial for how to use that. Oh god, I forgot about this and how many times it took. In fact, it's really trying to teach you how to use that mechanic. Okay, we went up here. Oop. When I do that jump right, we go up there. Hang on. A little bit oopsie daisy moment. There we go. I'm actually not quite sure how I made that. There we go. Makes me think the next area is going to have... A lot of times I'm going to have to use this skill, considering how much I had to use it for this. But it was also a new skill for this. Also makes me curious, is it that there were Stag Clan warriors that were, or Ram Clan warriors that were able to use this, or like the Stag Clan that were able to use the skills from that? Like, I'm curious if the idea here was once they had the abilities, they were able to use the abilities. Or once they had their kind of guardian, the guardian could pass on to the abilities even to humans. Because no, we're getting it, but it seems like it's a thing that's kind of known that it just exists. Yes, of course, is to the wolf area now. Which I don't have to do anything, I have to be a little bit patient and let it do its thing. Well, I see a bunch of red there, that's interesting. Assuming I start out in the water over here? Yep. There we go. Well, that didn't have anything in it. Oh, there we go. That had a little bit more. Well, let's go across the bridge first and see what this has. God, that's interesting. I'm not seeing, kind of the red in the distance telling me where I'm supposed to be going. Well, let's go here, because at least if it tells me, hey, you need these things to unlock the gate, I can go from there. Ooh, I got the achievement for visiting all regions. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, for this, we need to go through that. And swimming is involved, that's always fun. Where are we gonna end up, though? The lighting being how it is always just a little bit, little spooky. That's interesting. From Volov came the wolf, or Great Wolf Tribe. His people honored Okamu, the White Wolf, Guardian of the Sun, and Esmir, the Black Wolf, Guardian of the Moon. Interesting. If you ever like, dude, that is not what that says. Like, however you pronounce it is not what it says. I don't mind a little bit of correction. I will admit, this is not new, and kind of how we know I have definitely a little bit on the dyslexia side of issues. I think the floor is safe. Yeah, the floor is safe. Oh, I thought it was like the scrolls for a second. What is up here though? Oh, I can't go up there. Okay, to be fair, it doesn't really look like there is anything. Oh shoot. I don't think I'm supposed to be in the water. Okay. Interesting. There we go. Oh, where does this go, though? Okay, I think I get the idea. Maybe. Combination between that and glide? Aha. I'm really having to go off of, okay, it looks like it's this much distance, and I know I can cover this much distance using this or this. So maybe if I can combine them. Oh, there we go. Don't really want to leave most of those behind. Oh, careful, buddy. Is there anything here I need? No. Just need to go further up then. And there's the way out here, I think. Okay, yeah, that does open up further. Where am I? Does this go anywhere? Because if this is legitimately the way out, I'm going to go the other way. Oh. Oh, it's not E or F. Why am I thinking it's either of those? Okay, there we go. Okay, well, there is something here. Nope. I just mouse click. Hmm. Nope. I would like that back, please, because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. I indeed did need it. Well, we're going to go back for a second. That's right, I do the green thing. We're going to go back the other way, because there are stairs. I'm curious where that goes. Because that indeed does seem to be the way out. The answer was empty jars. Well, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it at all. I kind of actually need the crystals. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and see if that helps the... What it seems to be is the camera is trying to pass through an object. While I'm moving, so it's acting like I'm not quite close enough to the fox, but at the same time I should be. It's kind of an interesting issue, dilemma. Not quite sure what's going on with it. Okay. Did that actually do anything? Nobody gets me up there where the weight is. Now why are you on fire? Well, it's not on fire anymore. Okay. There we go. There's the string. Where do I need to put you is the next question. Oh, you do need to be up there. Why are you on fire again? At least it doesn't stay on fire. Okay. Ah. Well, that's interesting. Means I need to find a way up there. Oh, hang on. There it is. When the little blue arrow actually shows up to let me jump. Whoa. Okay, buddy. Need to work on this just a little bit better. There we go. Grab these. Because I will be finding that raccoon as soon as humanly possible. Then we have Words of Memory. When Volov died, there was a disagreement among his children about who should lead the tribe. There was a small skirmish. The eldest daughter, Iota, prevailed. The younger son, Mirth, who had contested his right to rule, was banished with his followers. Thus, the Great Tribe was fractured. Great Wolf Tribe was fractured. Okay, interesting. This really is a pick your path thing. Oh, shoot. Okay, we found out ice exists. That is not a fun thing to find out. I probably missed like some jars and stuff by going down versus up. But I can always come back and grab stuff for sure. I'm more kind of curious where this is going to go because they do, I mean, at the end in the same spot. Definitely some really interesting wall paintings. Ah, that's what I've missed. Okay. Yep, gotta try that again. When I don't hit the wrong combination of keys. The idea was there. I'd really like that large jar, what I'm assuming is going to be crystals. Okay, we will do that later then. I'm only gonna try it so many times where I'm like, okay, let's just go get the statues and then I can try it after I get the statues there. That's what the tricky part of this was. Why I have to get all the way to the end. Definitely didn't quite do that this time. Oop. Okay, you gotta pay attention to the ice on one side. I'm assuming it's gonna be fire on the other. This is where they connect again. And that's where they re-split up. Game is really testing my limits as far as how I am with jumping puzzles. Hey, wait, what? Why is there the smallest of an invisible wall there? Not very convenient spot for it. Okay. There we go. That's gonna be a pain. Okay. So ice is the new mechanic, which is definitely an interesting one. Oh no, I have hit the wrong key. I needed to hit space, not the one I did hit. But I've at least figured out how that ice is going to work. That is irritating, but it's walkable over. You just kind of have to partly walk the opposite direction that it's making you slide. It kind of reminds me of the moving blight roots that we had to deal with earlier on. It's basically that, just a tiny bit worse. Oh, I did that too soon. I don't know why that little invisible wall's just right there of all the things. Oh, I actually missed some of the crystals. There we go. Nope. Okay, so that one I have to try to jump over when I get to it, because it will just send me off. And then I'm gonna have to go back and do the other side. I want to get this side done first, because I was so close to the end of it. If I really have to take a break, I can really quickly go do the other side, which I have a feeling might be not as bad, just because I kind of, in my mind, have an idea about the mechanic. Oh. No, why didn't you help out, buddy, when I held the spacebar? Huh. I messed with that one a little bit. Stream might also be a tiny bit shorter today, just because I think I mentioned it yesterday when I was doing the demo. I still got some sinus issues, and it's kind of one of those things where some days are better, some days are worse with it, and it just entirely depends on how much of a headache it's giving me. I'm gonna go do the fireside here in a second, though. Give that one a try. Oop, okay, we're doing okay, buddy. Let's see. Nope. Yes. Nope. Maybe. To be fair, I didn't even have to jump for that. Just walked over. Okay, that's nice. Actually. Hey. That's... where this is coming in not so fun. Yeah. Okay, that's not something I'm gonna be able to do. I have to do that in spirit form maybe first. But I think pretty much every single one of those is gonna be... Oh, that's a lot trickier than I was thinking it was gonna be. At least I'll get my crystals back this time. They're not gonna somehow appear somewhere they aren't, and then I actually can't get to them like last time. That was a pain. Okay. Let's try that in spirit form this time. I'm just like, oh, maybe it'll be like one or two, and no, I think it's the majority of those things. I do think... Now, where are we going, buddy? There we go. Did my camera angle actually reset a tiny bit? Oh, maybe. Okay. That is right. I can use the leap in spirit form, but it cannot do the glide. I know the first one is safe. Ah, shoot. I don't really have a way of putting it out, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna end up dying again because I can't... Okay, so there's no way to put that out. I can't land in water. I'm gonna have to find a way to... I'm just gonna have to do it in spirit form and figure out which one it is and jump over them. But I think the second one... That first one for sure is. For the second set. At least got my crystals back. Before I lost them again. So I shouldn't have permanent loss on those yet. I'm actually not sure why the last time I had them appear somewhere I couldn't go get them. I had the blue arrow. Then I just didn't quite jump where I was supposed to jump. Okay. There we go. Okay. So on the first one. So I need to avoid that one. Oh, it's every 2. No, it's not the first one, it's 2 in a row. Ooh, buddy. Why? Why are your jumps not so good today? Okay. At least I know first one is safe. It's the next one that's going to be trickier because it's 2 in a row. Damn. Yep. And then skips. Oh, it's all of the last ones. So once I get over those 2. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that then. Hang on. I got 2 more ahead. I can go. Yeah, that doesn't work for hitting the fire undone, does it? Oh, okay. So that dash isn't going to quite work the way I want it to, and then I'm going to have to figure out the solution for the third set. But I can't even take a fall at this point unless there's some fireflies somewhere, which I assume there are. But we've got the first step, and we kind of got figured out the second step. The fact there's a third set is going to be interesting, because I imagine it's not going to be easier. Okay, so the boost doesn't quite work because they're pressure plates. And it did technically put enough pressure on them. Ah. Flip. Yep. I don't have a way of putting it out, and I don't have a way to heal right now. Let's see, go to the shrine. The shrine will heal, but... Okay. So need to actually land on the first one and not the second one, where the trap is set. The ice is seeming almost, peachy in comparison, to be fair. At least it wasn't actually trying to kill me. Okay. That's what I wanted to check. Oh, buddy, you and I are not having a good day with you, grabbing me for a glide. Along with my jumping. Well, I mean, I'm practicing the first part, so I'll know the first part will be, pretty solid. Didn't go very far with that one. Okay. There we go. Oh gosh darn it. See, that time it worked, but I'm still on fire. Which means... Yep. Ah, I cannot land on that second one when I jump over, but I am. I wonder if it's a thing where I can kind of ping off the wall slightly. I am sorry, Fox. We're not having a good time with this one, are we? I blame it on me being rusty. Just slightly here. I mean, I'm basically saying yes, it is. This is 100% my fault. I'm not blaming the game in any way, shape, or form. This is 100% user error. Just gotta really line up these jumps a bit better. Speaking of... Okay, there we go. 1, 2, and then skip the third. 1, 2, skip the third. Oh my gosh. You're not having a good time with the gliding. That camera bug is so wonky. But it does seem like when I have to reawaken, because I've quote-unquote died, that my camera angle is getting messed with slightly. There we go. Okay. Damn it. Is there water? There is. Okay, so if I can make it on the last one, I might actually be able to kind of, yeah, that last piece on that one is definitely not safe. But if I'm careful, I might be able to hit that and get over and still get it in time. I think that's basically what I'm going to go to, because I got the, aside from accidentally setting up myself on fire again, with a jump. I actually didn't do too bad with the second section with where I jumped. I just need to jump that same way again and then jump boost, because that seemed to work quite well. And I have set myself on fire again, and then because of that, I have not done so well not jumping again. Okay, well, why does the fire last so long? Is another question they'll have to figure out. Go heal really quick. So the boost jump might not work as well. It worked once. I figure out how to make it work again. I'm trying to figure out how I aimed it, maybe? Or if I just got enough of a lift off that I basically cleared everything last time. Because the last one should be safe, if I remember right. Yes, the last two. I've landed on the last two again. Darn. Okay. Oh, spirit form can't jump over that way. Let myself have a moment here. The spirit mode can do that. They're all safe aside from the last one. Oh, that is painful. That is so good to know now, because that was the one that I hit when I figured it was safe. Okay, go heal, and if I can get it to that last platform this time, we're good. And then I gotta do the ice sight, which is gonna be nice compared to that. Definitely not my favorite out of the puzzles I've done. But mostly just for having to figure out where I'm jumping. Okay, now the first one's safe. You know, that one's safe. Oh, actually, it's safe up to this point. So I got two more ahead of me I can go. 1, 2. There we go. Aha. We get our crystals. Oh, we get a skill point. And then... Is it that I need? What is it I need to grab? I'm assuming there's a statuette somewhere. I'm also noticing I probably could have done either side. Because I ended in the same spot. Oh boy. Okay. Let me go see then. If that's what was needed. And so now that I've done it... Or if there's actual statuettes I'm gonna have to find somewhere and I've missed them by doing that. I've spent a whole bunch of time I didn't actually need, aside from the rewards at the end. No, because I do need, things. Unless they're up there. Hmm. Even back here, yeah, it's too far up. So the jump won't count. Oh, where am I? There you go. It's too dark there for a second to see. But I'm assuming there's a reason to be up there. Aside from just the jars. Okay, I don't think I can jump quite high enough for that. You see these, and there should be statuettes. I'm assuming maybe the statuettes are there? I don't think those can move. Okay, so are the statuettes actually back here somewhere? Because they weren't anywhere that I saw them in the puzzle. They weren't at the end of it because it had been smaller things. We can't pick up the really large statues. So are they on the ground? Like somebody dropped them? And it is possible. I'm not really seeing anything. I see bones, but not really anything pick-upable or particularly statue-shaped. Oh gosh, that camera angle problem is... The fact that it glitches you into the fox's face is, not the better of the issues. Is that invisible wall? Yep, still there. Do this of it. Yeah, I didn't see any... what is going on with our jumps? Here we go. I didn't see any up here when I was close enough to that, and I didn't see any on the fire side or anything that I saw that could have been pick-upable. Huh. Is it really just in that last area? Because for that, I'm not quite... Where are you going? I guess that does work. Well, we didn't quite make that one. Oh my gosh. If I hadn't moved around, I'd have been fine. Okay. And there's the slippery part of that. Okay. But it doesn't look like... Because the only two things at the end were the big statues, and I can't grab those. Unless the idea here is that this is a temple I really can't do yet. But that doesn't seem the case, because this I think was labeled as like the passage, so it does seem like this is where I need to go, but where am I missing things? And the darkness, of course, is not helping. I could actually turn up the ambient brightness, I'm sure, but at the same time, I think it would kind of not impact things well. Did I for a second? Okay, no, it's just the thing from that. Nope. See, I don't think that's the proper angle to launch from at all. No, I fell through. Well, that's interesting. If I'm standing here, it's still gonna... I know it does. Okay. They are indeed here. The only thing I needed that puzzle for was the skill point. Okay, that's the moon side. There we go. So what I need to do is actually get here, find a little bit of ledge here. I was overthinking that so much. It's so much simpler. There we go. Oh, they aren't looking towards each other. That's interesting. Makes sense. Oh boy. So much ice. But it also means I have a skill point that I need to do something with. Oh. Huh, okay, I also got a new eye color. I have 2 skill points. Oh, okay. Let me give it extra glide. Then we'll do lucky. Oh, I should do probably the moon aura. Okay, so we're in a very icy area by the looks of it. Nothing, of course, is going to show up on my map just yet. At least the snow doesn't seem particularly slidey. Okay, there's lots of these. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because normally we get like maybe 3 or 4. We haven't seen this many. It kind of reminds me of the ram area. Like, I see the tree there, but I know it isn't. Because this over here is the ram area. And it is showing I do need to go here. That snow effect is really pretty, though. That little bit of sparkle when it's kicked up. I feel like that can be super easily missed a lot. Raccoons? Raccoons. Raccoon portal. Okay, what do you do if I give you some? Can I take it to you? Yep, well, I didn't mean to do that. What do I need all the bowls for? Does the bowl go with? Bowl do go with. Ah. Maybe for the wolf statues? Tis a guess. What? Wait, did I get handed a sled? Is that what this actually is? Okay, hang on. Now I'm curious. I go up there, and I sit in it. Will I slow down? Is that what I have paid for the opportunity for? Because that's where I came out, right? Hang on. Oh yeah, because there's the raccoons. That is exactly what I've paid for the opportunity for. I can now go sledding. They look very uncomfortably, very uncomfortable while sledding, but I have paid for the opportunity to go sledding in game. Oh my gosh, where am I going? Where am I? Okay, I'm at least landing her by the tree. Hey, buddy, we need to jump out of there, I think. I should have plenty of wisp still. Be bad time to find out I don't actually have any. Oh, there we go. No, I do have some. Interesting. Hey, definitely something I need to watch out for then. Oh, there's a scroll mill cry. Focus on breathing to calm the beating heart, for a calm heart will settle the mind, and a settled mind will unbind the spirit. Just breathe and the spirit is boundless. Interesting. There's another one of our trees. Oh, wrong key. So is there going to be 3 or more? I'm assuming more than 3, even though we've had some that were like 3 in the past. I'm at least try to get this village and it'll be a little bit shorter today. Mostly because I have a headache. Ew. All the blight on the ground. Okay, there's 3. And we've gotten a little bit of the pyrotechnics in the background that I'm not too enthused with. I don't want to get near that at all. I want to find out what happens when I do. We're definitely... missing a tree somewhere. I think I hear a wisp, but I'll have to come back for it later. Let's see if I can find this last tree, so I can cleanse the area. Oh, there we are. And does that fix the whole area? Let me go over to the tree and see what I'm missing. I think there is a way to tell. Looks like I'm missing one more. So we have that one. These are all clustered a little bit closer together than I'm used to seeing them, so I'm assuming the last tree is going to be somewhere actually a little bit closer than I'm thinking. Grab this really quick. Okay. Yeah, there's that one. There's one beyond it. I see there's one there. So is there going to be another one out this way? Wait, what are you? Oh, some of the statue things. I'm gonna do that puzzle in a bit because I want to find this last tree if I can. Okay, there it is. There's the last tree. Bit further up, but it makes sense. Okay. Give you that. Now, hopefully, that gives us kind of the cleansing of the area. Maybe? Oh, yep. There we go, just took it a second. Yep, we've got that tree. Give us a skill point, and everything is turned green again. Thank you for the skill point. I know exactly what I'm going to put it into. Wait, what did one of those skill points say? I saw the raccoon face. Better deal from traders. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to need that at some point. I wonder where there's little fire vents. Or volcanic vents almost. I'm jokingly still going to call it pyrotechnics because it's a bit funny with how it looks. Get some of the flags. I was wondering what that was for a second. Ugh. Adjust how I'm sitting. Because need to do that. Alright, so we've got the tree. There's the bull. Oh, no, I don't want it just yet. But yes, that works. Okay. This is an idea of, again, it's one of the trees we need to pay attention to, which we did. We cleansed it. Now, for more sledding, so I can end off on a cuter note, let's go take this back to the... Oh! Don't want to get started just yet, buddy. We gotta pay for our trip up to the top of the hill. It's much easier. I also don't imagine it stays open long. Okay, let's go. Now. We get it, like, there? Is it gonna go? It is. Perfect. I was surprised. I thought it was a little bit flatter. I wonder if we're gonna end up hitting the tree again. Because I cannot, I don't think, steer... Yeah, I can't steer this at all. I'm actually amazed we haven't tipped over. Totally how the physics of this are supposed to work. I didn't quite make it to the tree, though. Hang on. Let's see if we can get it to the tree this time. Go take our sled with us again. Hey, Mr. Raccoon, I kinda want to pay for a trip back up, please. Okay, pay for a trip. Oh, no, I don't want in it. No, I don't want to get in it just yet. I can get it to the top of the slope. Uh-oh. Mr. Crow, I don't know where we are, but I know we weren't supposed to do this. This is somehow infinitely funnier, but definitely not where we're supposed to be. Hang on. Where have we been teleported? And I wonder if it made it there even if we didn't. Oh, that's funnier yet. Like, I thought the sledding was gonna be cute. No, just ported into the air and left there. Apparently, it has decided I have sledded one too many times. Wait, no, I do think the little sled is there. It made it there even though we didn't. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, no, because we were still technically connected to it for just a split second. Until it decided we were just a little bit too distant from it. Now we'll get to sled again, but that wasn't how that was supposed to work. Okay, there we go. Down the hill. Oh, we might not make it the tree. We might end up hitting their camp. Oh no, maybe. We might make it to the tree. I am... Nope, not the tree we meant to hit, but it definitely hit a tree. Okay. Bring it back over to the raccoon I bought it from. Because I feel bad. I assume it's their sled. There you go, there's your sled back, buddy. I'm still laughing that's a sled and not like, something more quest-wise, because that's what I originally thought. I was like, oh, it must be like an offering bowl or something I'm going to put crystals into, and I need to go figure out where it goes. No, it's just straight up a sled. On that note, though, I am going to end it for now, so I can kind of get rid of this headache and chill out for a bit. But I will be back tomorrow with more of this. So yeah, today's was a little bit shorter by a bit, but tomorrow I might do a little bit longer to make up for it. Overall, though, that was really fun, and I was not expecting to sled as a fox. So that's definitely one of those things where I'm like, 10 out of 10. We'll be doing that again tomorrow because that's just too funny. That is way too funny. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow for more of this because I'm this game is fun. This game gives me infinite joy as much as it also gives me a bit of frustration with some of the puzzles, but at the same time, it's still joy to play and I'm loving every second of it. Anyways, until tomorrow, I will see you later.